Hey guys, what's going on? We gotta talk about new Justice League footage, new Aquaman footage from the Aquaman movie, and the Batgirl movie. If you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe to get everything. I do DC and Marvel videos every week. There's even a Flash Ring giveaway going on. I'll explain at the end of the video. But at CinemaCon, they screened brand new Justice League footage that had a bunch of new Flash scenes and a whole bunch of stuff from the Aquaman movie. So I'll explain what that is. WonderCon is happening this weekend. They might actually drop the footage then. So if they do, then I'll do a new video. But it's actually pretty cool because the Aquaman footage teases a bunch of New 52 stuff. The extra Justice League footage started with Alfred saying, "Master Wayne, you've been working as if there's no tomorrow trying to build this team." And then Wonder Woman enters the big hangar where he's building the flying fox here. And he's working on it, gets pissed that she's able to just waltz right through his crazy Batman-level security. And he explains he's building a special troop carrier. She says the attack is already here. There's a brand new scene with Wonder Woman using her sword. She loses it mid-air. It starts falling. Flash catches it and runs it back to her. And then later, there's like a funny moment where he sees the bat signal and geeks out and says, "Hey, that's your symbol. That means we have to go." And Batman looks at him, nods, and says, "Yes, we have to go." So the big deal with the Justice League footage is that it just showed off a whole bunch more dialogue. You know, typically like the first big trailer is just a lot of the big action set pieces, a lot of the craziness, like look at this ancient battle with Darkseid. You have the Atlanteans fighting side by side with the Amazons. This is crazy. The next trailer will probably include some of these scenes, just more of the characters interacting with each other and less punching. But like I said, WonderCon is happening this weekend, so there's supposed to be a Wonder Woman panel and a Justice League panel. So either they're going to show off the old trailers again, it'll be the exact same footage, or they'll drop the new stuff. When they came on stage to do their big presentation, none of them talked, but Henry Cavill was there. He even brought his dog, Cal. But Cyborg rode in on the Flash's shoulders, so that should give you an idea that Ezra Miller is actually pretty strong because Cyborg is huge. But they have a great energy. They were having a lot of fun. The Wonder Woman people were there too. Not a lot of new footage. The big thing was the Aquaman concept art. So they showed off some concept footage because they haven't started shooting yet. Jason Momoa literally took off yesterday from Las Vegas to go start filming the Aquaman movie. So they are rolling right now. But what they showed off was straight out of the New 52. So if you know who Atlan is, they showed off the ancient king. That's what they were billing him as. He's a skeleton who looks like an ancient Atlantean. But his name in the comics was Atlan. He was the original king of Atlantis, the 7 kingdoms of Atlantis. And there was this big coup. He was kicked out. His family was killed. He came back with his magical trident and sank all 7 kingdoms. So when you talk about the rise of the 7 seas, you're talking about New 52 stuff. So if you guys want, I can do a separate video about that. But they're just doing a lot of New 52 stuff. And visually, aesthetically, they're inspired by that too. Because they showed off a whole bunch of Atlantis, and it looks very New 52. Black Manta was wearing a comic book helmet. So if you're worried that they weren't going to do comic book Black Manta, do not be afraid. They are fully going for it. They're going to do the crazy helmet. It's going to be awesome. There were Atlanteans riding sharks into battle, so they are going all out. It was this grand vision of Atlantis that was right off of the page of the comics. So James Wan is a great director. He said a lot of funny things about the footage too. He was talking about how he wants the audience to experience Atlantis for the first time with Aquaman. So we're going to see the origin, obviously. But then he was just talking about some of the really cool footage they were showing off, saying that, you think that they're driving around in ships underwater, but you get in close and you see that it's sharks, other underwater creatures that they're riding around. So it's going to be this otherworldly, crazy place. Think about the world of Avatar in that movie, like how different it looked from Earth. So that's going to be the same deal with Aquaman at Atlantis. We got to see concepts of Ocean Master, but really like the exciting thing, in addition to just seeing how cool Atlantis looked, was the idea that the ancient king is actually going to be one of the antagonists of the movie. But really, Ocean Master, I think, is going to be the ultimate villain. He'll have a much more personal stake in it, but they might actually be doing the Rise of the Seven Seas storyline, the Lost Kingdoms of Atlantis. So start reading your Aquaman New 52, but Throne of Atlantis is probably good reference too. There'll be elements of that in the film. He's meant to be the true king of Atlantis, even though Ocean Master's not too hot on the idea. His relationship with Mira, and the idea that the ancient king, Atlan, has come back from the dead and is trying to reclaim his empire. So it's going to be totally crazy, but if there are any other bonus videos that you guys want me to do, just let me know in the comments. Like I said, WonderCon is this weekend, so there'll probably be some kind of new footage for something, so I'll totally do a video whenever it posts. The Batgirl news. I know a lot of people are freaking out about Joss Whedon doing a Batgirl movie. They haven't said anything about what the story's gonna be. They said they made the deal last month, so he's actually been working on it for a while now. Usually they don't start writing a script till they actually sign a contract and start getting paid. So in the way that Zack Snyder pulled a lot from like really iconic moments in Batman's history, especially Dark Knight Returns, Batgirl will probably be the same. There'll be no specific comic book story, but I'm expecting a more New 52 version, so it's not going to be Oracle in the wheelchair. If you've been a longtime fan, you've mostly known her as Oracle, but I don't expect them to do Killing Joke or anything like that. That's a little more hardcore than I think they're going to do. You know, most people really didn't like the animated treatment of that, so I don't think that they're anxious to revisit that. What would you guys think about them letting Jared Leto be in the movie as the Joker? Now, they wouldn't do Killing Joke, but they would let Batgirl beat the crap out of him. His portrayal's been so divisive. I feel like as long as you use him as a punching bag, he's totally safe, whatever plot line you want to give him. But the Joker, like, the problem is that you don't want to overuse him because he's going to have to show up during the Birds of Prey movie because he's so tied to the Harley Quinn character. That also raises the question of Harley Quinn appearing in the Batgirl movie. Like, just because she's a female character, do you surround her with other strong female characters? Who are those going to be? Who are you going to bring into the canon? Will Catwoman be in it? Like, what kind of villains will she be facing? There's a whole host of Batman villains that you could put in a Batgirl video that you just don't have room for in the Batman solo movie. Between this, the Nightwing movie, and the Batman solo movie, you have like 3 places where you can populate the DCEU with a bunch of different cool Batman villains. So you don't all have to try and blow your wad on the Batman solo movie. The really easy workaround, and they did this during Batman v Superman, you don't even have to go this far, is when they're looking at the dossier online where it's like, oh, look at all these metas. There's a guy that can run really fast. There's a guy who talks to fish. You can even do a simpler version of that where you just have a list that Amanda Waller has of known metas that are Batman villains. So you can be like, oh my god, all these characters exist. And then you could actually bring them onto screen when you get to these other solo movies. So you can use people like Calculator, Clayface, Firefly, people that you've actually seen in other media. Like Firefly went on Gotham, and they also used a version of Calculator on Arrow, but it's also a roundabout way to bring back Suicide Squad characters before they get the sequel out. They're still trying to figure that movie out too. But all we really know is that Joss Whedon is writing, producing, and directing the movie, so I definitely think it'll be solid if they can pull it off. Hopefully he'll stay with the project. There won't be some sort of creative differences down the line. Please don't leave us, Joss Whedon, but hopefully they'll work in a Nightwing cameo. Obviously Batman's gonna show up somewhere in there, maybe in a small way. But other than it being inside the DCEU, it will be connected to the Justice League and all the other films. They haven't said much about what their plans are for it. So just like the Aquaman movie, there'll be prequel elements and there'll be stuff happening in present day. So just expect them to treat the movie as if you've never read a Batgirl comic before, but you have a vague idea of who she is. So if you're a hardcore comic book fan, there'll be a lot of Easter eggs in there, but it's not going to be like a specific comic book story. So if there are any other bonus videos for Batgirl you guys want me to do, just let me know in the comments. What's going to happen next is there'll be a new Game of Thrones. You've been asking for a Legion video too, so I'll do a video for the finale. But congratulations to the new Flash Ring giveaway winner, Ken Watanabe. Please private message me on the back end of my channel so I can get your contact details. While you wait for that to post, you can click here for the new Game of Thrones trailer, and you can click here for the Justice League trailer again. Thank you so much for watching. Let's high five. I'll see you guys in the next video.